Hello everyone, welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by the Liberty Times, Turkey is seeking Russia's consent to resell its Russian-made S-400 air defense missile system to a third country, in an effort to rejoin the U.S. F-35 stealth fighter program. The Kremlin confirmed on July 10 that Russia and Turkey have established contact regarding this matter, emphasizing that the issue is extremely sensitive. Turkey's acquisition of the S-400 in 2019 prompted the U.S. to expel it from the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter program and impose defense sanctions in 2020, citing concerns that the radar system could compromise F-35 stealth technology. Although Turkey previously proposed keeping the S-400 under U.S. supervision, Washington rejected the offer, prompting Ankara to seek a resale option. While some Turkish media reports suggest a potential sale to a Gulf nation, official confirmation remains pending. Under purchase terms, Turkey requires Russian authorization to re-export the system. Although U.S. President Trump has indicated a leaning toward lifting sanctions, the U.S. Congress remains highly skeptical, arguing that even a resale may not fully eliminate security concerns. Turkey currently possesses the S-400 system, but has never officially activated it. According to a report from Xinhuanet, former U.S. President Donald Trump has stated that he has agreed to resume talks with Iran following a direct request from the Iranian government. This development comes despite the fact that the ceasefire previously in place has concluded. The announcement indicates a potential shift in diplomatic engagement between the two nations, despite the absence of an active ceasefire agreement. Further details regarding the scope, timing, and conditions of these proposed talks remain to be seen, as both sides navigate a complex geopolitical environment. According to Al Jazeera, an Israeli drone strike in southern Lebanon has injured 2 people, hitting a pickup truck near Nablus. The strike occurred despite a U.S. brokered framework agreement signed on June 26, which was designed to facilitate a phased Israeli withdrawal. Concurrently, Amnesty International has called for war crimes investigations into 3 earlier Israeli strikes in March that killed 24 civilians, including 12 children in Sidon, Tyre, and Nablus. Amnesty stated that Israeli forces violated international humanitarian law by targeting civilians and failing to limit harm. The organization also expressed concern that the June agreement could hinder legal accountability and urged Lebanon to grant jurisdiction to the International Criminal Court. According to Lebanon's Ministry of Public Health, the death toll from Israeli attacks has reached 4,321 since early March, with over 12,000 others injured. According to Yonhap news agency, the Seoul Central District Court has issued an arrest warrant for Kim Tae-hyo, the former principal deputy national security advisor to ousted South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol. Kim is accused of playing a key role in an insurrection and abusing his authority during Yoon's failed martial law declaration on December 3, 2024. The court cited concerns that Kim could destroy evidence. Prosecutors, led by special counsel Kwon Chang-yong, alleged that Kim attempted to justify the martial law bid by directing foreign affairs officials to send messages to the United States and other allied nations immediately after the decree. These messages reportedly framed the declaration as a measure to protect liberal democracy against opposition efforts to paralyze the executive branch. Kim's arrest marks a significant development in the ongoing investigation into the illegal martial law deployment. According to Al Jazeera, Ukraine has intensified its air campaign by launching large-scale drone strikes against Russian shadow tankers and oil refineries to disrupt fuel supplies to the occupied Crimean Peninsula and Russian domestic markets. Ukraine's unmanned systems forces reported striking 19 Russian tankers, a cargo ship, and a ferry within a 3-day period, severely crippling Russia's alternative sea routes after land corridors to Crimea were severed. These actions have triggered a significant energy crisis in Crimea, leading to civilian fuel sales suspensions in Sevastopol and widespread electricity blackouts across the peninsula. Additionally, Ukrainian forces conducted deep penetration strikes inside Russia, hitting major refineries including the Azgurlusk city in Siberia, located 2,500 kilometers from the Ukrainian border, to starve Russian forces of fuel and reduce Moscow's oil export revenues. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky emphasized that controlling the skies through drone warfare is becoming decisive as ground advances stall. Meanwhile, at a NATO summit, U.S. President Donald Trump granted Kyiv licenses to produce Patriot interceptor missiles domestically, boosting Ukraine's air defense capabilities while Russia continues to show signs of exhaustion despite maintaining offensive potential in Donetsk. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.